Hey, what's up guys? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4s. We are playing with France in the Law Resistance expansion. So the DLC did come out today, so I assume many of you guys are going to be playing it. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on it. I'm sure you'll get many hours in it, many more hours in it than I have, because I just am so short in time between, like, my job, which is a part-time job, of course, but then YouTube, which I spend like an insane amount of time doing YouTube. It's a little bit more than a full-time job. I spend a lot of time doing this, and then of course, working out and taking care of the kids and stuff. I don't really have a ton of time for, free time for playing games outside of what I do here on the channel. So I assume you guys will probably get a lot more hours into the DLC than I have within probably 1 or 2 days. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on it, things you like, things you don't like, maybe things you think aren't properly balanced. Yeah, I'd just love to hear what you guys are thinking so far, because I haven't even been able to check out like other YouTubers' videos and see what they're doing either. So this is my experience with it, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode. Though I should mention that the poll here, I'm going to leave it up for a little bit longer because obviously it hasn't even been up for a full day yet. But as of right now, 78% of the poll is going for giving the Sudetenland back to Austria-Hungary, which a lot of people were confused at why Germany even has it, and also felt like we were taking away something that they had worked towards. Because again, this is, as it always is, it was very divisive. I've seen, and this is why I don't do this. I don't typically give territory in the console for any reason. We just kind of, even if the map looks terrible, we just kind of ride with it. I mean, we had one in that Romanian series where Russia had, our Russian puppet just had like a patch of land somewhere, and I didn't fix it because, it's just very divisive. A lot of people don't like it. Some people even say they're not going to watch a series anymore if I change it, which again, I've had where I've lost like hundreds and hundreds of views from one episode to another when I made one little minor change using the console. So it's very divisive, and that's why I typically don't do it. But it does look like 78% right now have voted to go for it. And a lot of people are confused why Germany even has it, because their focus tree doesn't let them get that. When they go with the Return of the Kaiser. It's because the Czechs, Czechoslovakia, they do have a focus that grants this to Germany as a way to like appease them, and they did that right before they got annexed by Austria-Hungary. So that's the reason why. They have it, which is one reason why I thought maybe it would be fair to give it back to them, because they should have had it. It was like right before. They just had done the focus a little bit sooner, and really it's just really odd. It's just really odd. Other people were concerned that, we're weakening Germany, one of our chief enemies, our chief rival here, and we're weakening them by giving them, they lose that steel and whatever factories happen to be here. But we're probably going to fight Austria-Hungary too. I feel like you have to, right? I mean, they're actually one of Napoleon's primary rivals. Probably his most important rival on the continent was Austria-Hungary. He fought them in almost every single one of the coalitions. Now they never really did great against them, but that's not the point. The point is that they were one of his major enemies here. So I do feel like we'll probably attack them. So we're still going to be giving this to an enemy. So that's something to consider. And another thing, the final thing I'd like to mention when you're adding this, is that I'm not giving them anything else. Some people were thinking, I should give them this land or this land. I think it was this one. People suggested giving them right here, the Eastern Sudetenland. But we're not, because that was part of Czechoslovakia as well. We're not giving that to them, guys. It's just the Sudetenland right here. That's all I meant. It's just that one area, and that's only because it looks strange. So if that affects your opinion on the matter, you can still go ahead and go vote, change your vote on the video, because you can always go back and change a vote. So anything I said today, if that affects your opinion, then go back and change it, and I'll make sure to leave that up and not record the next video until a few hours after this video comes out at the very least. All right, so enough on that. Let's go ahead and get started by showing you guys. I did name the colonial divisions the Foreign Legion. I know there were some suggestions for the mountain troops, but I haven't gotten to take a look at them because, man, there's like a ton of comments, so I haven't got to read them all yet. So I know that we had like 3 or 4 suggestions for those, but feel free to post any more. And then also the ship here, the new carrier class, we named them after the French admiral, which I don't know how to pronounce that precisely. I'd pronounce it in English, and I'm sure it would be absolutely terrible, way off. how you'd pronounce that in French. But a lot of people don't know of him. He kind of got overshadowed by the fact that, Nelson was way better than him and defeated him. So let's go ahead and let it play. Just answer a few questions as we're playing here. Remember, we're trying to get to the fall. Trying to get to our espionage up here a little bit, our intel. So somebody asked about sending an attaché. Perhaps that'd be a better way to get experience. And they abandoned the Naval Treaty. Well, then I'm going to abandon it too. But we don't have the political power for that. And I was just talking about the fact that we also don't have the political power to send the attaché. We don't have the political power to do anything. We're pretty short on political power, unfortunately. So I don't know if anybody else is a part of it now. We can issue a warning to them because of that. But yeah, we have to do 150 political power to be able to pull out. I think only the United States. Yeah, the United States is still part of it because they're a democracy and they can't pull out of it. I think they can't pull out as a democracy. But of course, the British are communists, so they are able to pull out now. So that was asked about. I'm trying to think about something else. There was another thing as well besides the attachés. Oh yes, can we get an advisor that would increase non-aligned support? And we checked this in a previous episode, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, we can't. There's no non-aligned advisor for us. They did add a non-aligned advisor in the game, in this patch, which I never had before, but France doesn't have one. So we got our civilian factories done here, and that's right, I said we're going to go ahead and work on getting a new agency branch upgrade. And I think we're going to start with the passive defense. I didn't get really a whole lot of feedback about this. I think one person said that we should get, it was something in the operations, I believe. Oh no, it was the anti-partisan. That's what it was. The anti-partisan one, which is for that mission, root out resistance. And obviously that would be really helpful when you're doing that mission, but it would provide us no benefit right now. And probably for a little while, unless we needed to do that mission here in Belgium after we conquered it. But I would prefer to go with passive defense for right now because our counter intel is not very good. What the passive defense does, or the counter intel I should say, is it one, makes it more expensive to conduct any operations in your country. Oh, we have more civilian factors. I thought that was going to use them all. But it also takes those missions longer to complete. And they have less of a chance of being successful, and you have more of a chance to catch spies. So given the fact that I think we're going to be a prime target for a lot of major countries, Britain, Germany, and Italy could all be using our spies in our country, I think it'd be good to make sure that that's kind of high. So we do still have some civilian factories. Our radar coverage is looking pretty good. We're still building radar as well. But I think, let me take a look and see where we're at here. Could get some more dockyards. I think we should. Let's go ahead and get ourselves maybe 3 more dockyards for right now. Just right across here. All right, so 3 more dockyards kind of help us build up our fleet. And we do have a decision available. We can do anti-democratic raids again. It is still pretty high, 36%. We do still have the Institute press censorship. And frankly, there's just too much that we need political power for right now. And it does affect stability a bit. But as you can see, we're only getting 7.3% from it. We're sitting at 49%. I want to say you get like 15% maybe. I could be wrong on that. From it being at 100%, maybe it's only 10%. You don't get a lot stability from it. I just didn't want it being so low. So we'll at least have it at 50%. So that's fine for right now. We'll fix it when we have the political power to do so, which we do not right now. So we're going to have to keep on training troops up. And how are we looking on, let me see how we're looking on our... Okay, we're sitting at 31% right now. So we could now conduct some of these missions, I think. No, they're 35% is the lowest one. Infiltrate civilian administration. Okay. It can make resistance contacts, which we don't want to do. We don't need to sabotage anything right now. But we do want to prepare a collaboration government, I think. If we did that, oh, it's in 190 days. I think that this will just take way too long. I'm not willing to wait that long. So this is something you really want to start doing early. We probably shouldn't have been in Germany, but I didn't know until last moment that we were going to go in Belgium. And then we had our spy cot, so our operative cot, so we had to change up our what we were doing, and so that kind of messed everything up. So I don't think we're going to be able to do much here because I just don't want to wait. So we'll get it up a little bit higher because there are benefits to having the intel network and having your intel up. There's a bunch of benefits to that. So I guess we could kind of take a look here at the intel ledger with this play here. Now you can see that, obviously you can see them, but there's a bunch of passive bonuses as well that you get from having intel on their country. So there's reasons for us to get it up a little bit higher before we declare war. And also, we're still trying to get equipment for our troops. We did get compliance in all of our places, and we're just kind of building up here those civilian factories. Let me see if there's anything else to get anywhere. I know that we need to fix this economy situation. That's why we're building equipment so slowly, guys, is because of that inefficient economy. But I'm a little hesitant to get anything here because of the fact that this thing here said our economy will become more efficient after a period of 2 years. And I don't really want to wait 2 years for that, but at the same time, I mean, we already did it, and I would hate to, if we can bypass this, I don't know if it does bypass. Yeah, it bypasses if you don't have inefficient economy. So it just feels like it might be a waste of 70 days. I don't know. But of course, getting that inefficient economy modifier reduced by 10% would be super useful. Because it's a 20% modifier to both dockyard and factory output. It's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and invest in... I think we're going to invest in Indochina. Well, that one's under threat. I suppose we'll invest in West Africa first. I think anywhere we invest in fact, is going to be under threat. We'll be getting all those civilian factories, and then we'll be able to get all those military factories in all of those states, man. It's like 12 military factories or something like that. It's a lot. Mexican Soviet Republic declared war. Okay. Yeah, I think it's 12 military factories, so our industry is going to be fantastic. Again, I mentioned this last episode. Some people worry that, we just don't have the ability to have a large tank army because of our industry, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So yeah, the Mexicans are going to. That's what the Mexicans do when they go communist, is they start spreading communism throughout, Central America and then into South America, and so it's going to be a lot of war over there. So we got our passive defense, and that's going to increase world tension, which is actually kind of bad. So we could go ahead and go... I kind of want to get these here just so we have them. Also, we have the ability to do something here as well. We can make the resistance contacts, and that just lets you strengthen resistance there and sabotage their stuff. And I just don't think that's going to be useful. Infiltrating the civilian administration, again, that just allows us to steal. It does have another benefit as well. It has that passive benefit that we get. But yeah, I don't think we're going to do any of that. I think we're just going to get this up to just have the passive bonus for having the network. That would be helpful. So we'll do that. And again, we're trying to get our troops situated as well. We still have massive shortages. Speaking of our shortages, maybe we should adjust this a bit. I know I'm trying to get the infantry equipment, but yeah, the support equipment is really low right now. So I think that would be helpful to just put a few more of these factories into the support equipment. And also... let's go and get a military factory building up as well. Let's get one more. All right, so I'm thinking of like a September declaration, but things are getting kind of bad, so maybe we should do it now. We're still trying to get our troops here situated. Oh yes, that's right, generals. I was going to go ahead and handle that up. So we're going to go and get a general assigned here, and we'll just get our best general. He's got a solid attack, and as far as traits go, they're okay. Yeah, they're not great, but they're all right. They'll do. We do have an armor officer here, though. And we do have some tanks. I think getting him trained up could, in fact, be useful. You know what? Maybe we'll get him trained up. Oh, he's cautious. Okay. I don't like that planning speed, the negative planning speed there. Charles de Gaulle, I hate that he has the harsh leader. I don't like the harsh leader trait. That's a massive penalty, man. Division recovery rate, negative 10%. That nullifies like a whole advisor. So yeah, I just don't like that one. We're going to be promoting somebody, and I think we're going to promote, let me just see here who we want to promote. I think we're going to promote Philippe here, because he has the armor officer. He's reckless, which does mean he has a chance to get wounded, which means he has a better chance being a field marshal, because they're less likely to get wounded than a general. And he has the promotion cost reduction here. So I think we're going to promote him, because the reason why, we have plenty of field marshals, but they're all defensive. So I want to start training up an offensive field marshal, because they can't get the offensive doctrine if they have the defensive one. So let's go ahead and make a new one. And we'll start training them up. And temporarily lose a skill level, and that's okay. So we'll have a new field marshal, but let's go ahead and get somebody assigned here. And I think we'll go ahead and assign, let me see what the difference is on their their other stats are. So it looks like he's a little bit better with supply consumption, but yeah, less in planning speed and in the attack. But he has the armor officer, which means Panzer Leader experience factor plus 100%. This guy's got the trickster though, so that's pretty good. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and start with him so we can have a high level guy, start getting him trained up, while we also get our new field marshal in there, which is right. Where the hell did I bring him in? Here we go. And again, he does have the recently promoted, so all his stats are pretty low, and it expires in 100 days. Okay, we probably won't want to use him then. And we'll have to use him for the future. We'll have to put a defensive guy in there. I didn't realize that would lasted so long. I thought it was shorter. So we'll just put one of our defensive field marshals in for now. And I guess we can do our best one. Let me see what the difference is between these two field marshals here. All right, we'll use him and go ahead and give him the promotion so we can get the unyielding defender, which is great for extra defense. But I also like the charismatic for the recovery rate. So that's what we'll start with. We'll start with the charismatic, and if he has any more, which he does not, we would have got the unyielding defender. All right, so we got a general and a field marshal assigned, and just trying to get the equipment situated here, but I don't think we're gonna get that done. Another thing that people asked about is the scout planes. So there are scout planes, and they're over here on the side. So you can build these and send them out on the scouting mission to get intel for you. But intel seems to be pretty easy to get so far, guys. So I don't know if we need to do all that to get one. Maybe we'll get them later. But so far they've been pretty easy to get, the intel. So perhaps in the future it might be good to get it against Germany, for instance. So just kind of seeing what they've got so far. We don't have a lot of intel just yet because we're still building it up. But you can see that they do have they have a good deal of divisions here. So it's going to be it should be an easy fight here. But maybe we should assign more divisions here so we can run through them a little bit quicker. Like give them another army. Yeah, perhaps give them one more army here. Wouldn't hurt, guys. So we'll just take, this line's pretty solid because of the forts. So we're just going to take like half of this army here. Oh, we have all these reserve divisions in here. I didn't realize that. Alright, we're going to take a few of these divisions in. We'll just take like 5 since they're reserve divisions here. Are there any like doubled up? Oh, yeah, we have some doubled up here. So let's go and create a new army. And then maybe we'll take some from here as well. Yeah, we could take a couple from here. Oh, they're reserves too. That's fine. Just trying to like keep armies on the fronts just in case. Usually you get a notification about them declaring war or whatever, but sometimes you don't. And then we're going to bring, we need a new general here. See who we want to assign. Again, I'm not a big fan of the cautious. I suppose we'll do him. He's good with infantry. He's cautious too, though. Alright, well, it is what it is. And then let's go ahead and he doesn't have anything to promote yet. Let's change up his icons a little bit. Just give him like different color or whatever. Maybe red. And, we already have that one. Maybe red diamond then. And then we're going to want to attack. Let's see how we want to do this. Where we want to attack first. They don't have any forts up along the line, of course. So we want to attack into the plains. This we're going to have the best advantage. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have these guys burst through here. We should probably... Oh, I got a better idea, guys. I know what I'm going to do. This is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go ahead and take the tanks out of here. And then assign them to him. And then take these guys and put them back over here. Alright, that's how we'll do it. And then we'll have the tanks burst through there. Alright, just have them go that way. We'll be manually control the divisions, so it doesn't really matter that we don't have like a spearhead or anything like that. We got the field hospitals, that's great. Oh, I wanted to make adjustment to the division designs too. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I think like here in September is when we're going to declare war. So we're still in 1939. Let me see what we have. Again, I do have to keep checking these guys because I'm so confused between the two campaigns. I don't remember what we've gotten in each one. So we got to get the artillery guns still, medium tanks. Obviously, a lot of stuff here that needs to be got. And we're currently getting the infantry equipment. All right, this is what we'll do. We're going to start with engineer companies. Engineer companies are great. So we'll go and make them a little bit better since we have them, I think, in most of our division designs. And these guys are ready to deploy. I'm going to get another one built. In fact, looks like we can get a couple of them. It's still support equipment. We'll just do one then. And these guys are ready to deploy too. We'll just do one at a time. And get these guys into the training army. See if we have anybody done yet. Not quite, but he's almost done. So we've got that. Was there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Oh yes, that's right. We're going to change up one of the division designs. Was it the tanks that needed to be changed? There's something I needed to do here. Oh yes, it was them. We needed to give them the light self-propelled artillery. So that will result in them needing some experience. So what we'll do is, well, they don't need to train yet. But as soon as they get to their front, they'll need to be trained. And we did get that dockyard completed, so let's go and get it assigned. Or maybe we finished up something. Maybe finished up those light cruisers. I think so. Let's go ahead and start working on submarines, which I think we'll actually have to design that. Yeah, we do have to design that. And I'm going to just rename this, guys. Because again, we're not going to have attack cruiser. Attack subs. We're not going to have like names for the subs or the destroyers or the light cruisers. Just the capital ships. I'm going to give them the new stuff. And there we go. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to want... this is all good. Let's go and save that. Another thing that I realized, and we're going to get these guys building first, is that the wolf hunters... I actually forgot that I usually use a different icon for these. So let's do that. I like the crabs for the ones that attack submarines, because I feel like it's like the crab, you know, grabbing the submarine from the surface, and it's stupid. But anyways, we're going to change that up. Let's go in and get the dockyards assigned. We'll do... I kind of really want to get some more destroyers built. Some of the more better destroyers. And we actually do have some ships done. So some movement here, and I would assume we have the capital ship done. Yep, battleship is done. So that'll save us some fuel. That'll be helpful. Oh, also, one other thing, I meant to do this as soon as we came in, is we actually have some tactical bombers. We're not building tactical bombers, so I'll just put 100 out there. Probably should build them though. Oops. And go and get these guys training though. These guys can stop training. You know, they're still giving us air experience, but not much. Because there's not very many planes training. Alright, soon guys, we're almost ready here. I want to get these guys trained up, get their organization and planning bonus up. It'll be a little bit later than I said, but soon. But again, this all helps us getting the support equipment problem dealt with. And man, that factory efficiency, we can definitely feel that it is affecting us, man. It is bad. We're going to get the guns and get the infantry equipment changed up. I know it's going to cost more, you know, resources, more, more production, but it's fine. It's not like we don't have a ton of steel. That's right, we have these guys set to stop training, so I don't need to pay attention to them. And our agent was captured again. Damn it. All right, guys. Yeah, the agents get captured pretty easily, it seems. We haven't captured any agents. Maybe they're not working in our country, or maybe my counter intel is too low. I don't know. So we can go and rescue them. There's other things we could have done here as well. Like we can finally prepare the government. What's the coordinator strike? Interesting. It's only 3 days. I want to prepare that. But do we initiate it? Let me just take a look here. You'll need 16 civilian factories, 100 support equipment, which we don't have, 1,000 infantry equipment. We declare war in Belgium. For the first 3 days of the conflict, we gain extra bonuses to port attack and strategic bombing missions. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, we won't want to do that then. We're not going to do strategic bombing or port strikes, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I remember reading about that in the developer guide now that I've seen it. But yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and rescue our captured operative, and again, we're just going to wait for this here. We're almost done. So just let their organization get up, get the planning bonus up, and then we're going to declare war. I'm not going to wait for the... Oh, and did I... Okay, it's in preparation. Oh, they still need the support equipment. Alright, so I did make an adjustment here. But yeah, this is clearly not going to work if we want to be able to do the operations immediately. Okay, whatever. I was trying to make some changes on how this worked, but I guess we'll deprioritize upgrades. Make sure that the operations get the equipment first there. And no enemy ciphers being decrypted. Okay, so we've done the decryption here. Now what this essentially does is it does give you a passive bonus. I'm trying to see if we can hover over it and see what the passive bonus is. I know that there's somewhere. Okay, here we go. So air detection is plus 5%, interception mission efficiency plus 25%, and the decrypted civilian, army, navy, and air force cipher bonus plus 10%. So that's the passive bonus. We always get this as long as it's been decrypted. However, this right here is a one-time click. We get to click this, and then for 30 days we get those below very, very good bonuses. Those are fantastic bonuses, especially like the breakthrough, planning speed, obviously if you were trying to do it quick, invasion penalty, super nice for naval invasions, defense bonus, all those are great. Invasion preparation speed, like I said, I don't know you would need that unless you're really trying to do it quick. I'd assume by the time you got this done you'd be already have planning done, but you'd only do it once. Once you do it, then the enemy now knows that you have a cipher, and it will be 30 days before they reset their cipher, which means you lose everything. You lose the passive bonuses, and you have to redo it. So it's like a one-time thing. So you don't want to use it until you absolutely need it. But once you have it, I believe you get to keep it forever. So, if I'm not mistaken. So that's actually pretty good to have. Now, we always want to have a decryption going. So I think we should go ahead and start. Obviously, we want to get done Belgium in time. We could do Italy next. Or we do the British. I think we should do the British. They seem like the next big threat. It's going to take us a long time to get that done, though. So we're going to get that done. And again, I think the problem is that we're at peace. Then we have a few things here. We can now withdraw from the Naval Treaties. We won't do that yet. It hasn't affected us. It might affect us when we want to do the battleships. That's fine for right now. We have other things to get. But I think we should spend our 150 political power on making an adjustment here with the modification of the government. Yeah, I think that'd be the best bet, which it is 1939, so I think we should go in and get the aircraft designer now because 1940 is coming up, and I'm going to want to start researching planes. And remember, you only get those bonuses, the fighter bonuses, for the tech if you get this before you get the tech. You know, the fighter tech, if you will. So I think we should get this first, and plus we'll be able to research it faster, which is nice. Because we got to make sure that we can gain control and remain in control of the skies. So we do have civilian factories and dockyards, because civilian factories just finished building the dockyards. And we're going to put that in the submarines. With our civilian factory, let's go ahead and get... I guess we need to get more military factories. We've got to keep making up for the fact that we have such slow production, man. So that's the reason why we have to keep getting this, which is a shame. Actually, let's go here with that 80% bonus. All right, so... Are we ready to go? Let me just take a look at the planning bonuses up. They are up. I think we're ready, man. Let's go ahead and declare war. Obviously, we don't have all the equipment situation dealt with. Some of our tank units also are short on light self-propelled artillery. There's some problems. I think all the training is also kind of impacting us here. We should probably stop the training now while we're at war. Let's go and stop all these troops from training up. And plus, we could end up at war. Maybe we'll give it a couple days, with the exception of those guys, obviously. So we'll give it a couple days here. How will we do on the spy mission? Did we ever finish that up? Let's just take a look here. 35 days it looks like is when it'll be done here. Oh, it's because we don't have the damn equipment for them just yet. All right, and then we'll be able to initiate it. So let's have it commence when ready, since I'm not going to be able to pay attention to that. And all the support equipment will be going to them. All right, so I think we're good to go now, right?
Attention.
Let's wait in a couple days here. And yeah, I feel like we are ready now. Are these guys here yet? Not just yet. All right, so let's go and declare war. Hopefully this goes well. So let's go and send it. You know, and I don't expect to have problems with Belgium. I'm more worried about somebody joining the conflict. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the attack here. And we're going to also do the attack right here. And we'll support with these guys here. Could also attack right there, but I'd prefer to break through here and just grab the capital real quick. So it is going to be kind of slow. Oh, yes, the planes. So let's go and get these guys stopping training. We're going to take all of them and assign them here. And doing their job. Or ground crews, since we don't really have a ton of fighters. I could put some old fighters there if I wanted to. But I don't think we would need it. I think we'll control the skies fairly easily. So that'll help us out quite a bit on these attacks. Yeah, we're just going to break through here. Could attack across the whole thing, but I don't see any reason to. We want to keep our casualties to as low as numbers possible, not just for the manpower, but mainly for the equipment. Pretty worried about the equipment situation. Alright, so these guys got to defend. So let's actually go ahead and attack here. Stop that defense. So we can get over to there, and maybe even cut. Actually, I'm going to start the movement now. Oops. My bad, I selected divisions I didn't mean to. Alright, let's have these guys go over here. They attack the capital. And then these guys will attack over this way. Should be able to get there and then cut those guys off. Yes, sir. Alright, so again, this is going to be a really easy conflict. I mean, it's Belgium. They're just not able to compete with like a country like France. And I do play, if this is your introduction to the channel, this series, I do try and manually control like all of my divisions. I like doing it. I prefer doing it that way. And I play pretty slow. I pause a lot. Play on speed 3 during war. Everybody doesn't like that. Not everybody likes that style. It's a very different style than what some other YouTubers do. So maybe it's not for you. But I do want to let you guys know here early in the series, this is the way I play. I play slow. I manually control almost all the divisions. I put the AI in control in like very limited circumstances because I don't trust them. They take massive casualties, and it's my goal to take as few casualties in war as possible. That's why I play. That's like my personal goal, because you need a personal goal, I feel. Hearts of Iron kind of easy, in a way, against the AI. So I feel like you need a personal goal. Mine is to take as few casualties as possible. Just looking at what we need to put this towards, obviously, probably should be a support equipment. We just cannot get this going, man. Support equipment's an issue. So you're going to put all these Belgian factories you get into getting more support equipment. So those guys supporting there. Let's have them support there. Move into the capital now. They're going to take that province there. And these guys are moving back. We don't want to attack across the river here, but we can attack here. Just to keep these guys from leaving. They can leave. It is fine. Alright, so still winning all across here. Let's have these guys support the attack on the capital. And everybody should be... Alright, they're moving along. That's fine. Alright, so this should be done very, very soon, guys. Now move here. Grab that province. Attack there. And hopefully should have that capital soon. Oh, can't help just yet. About to take Brussels, mere moments. And still fighting there as well. And we got the invest in West Africa. I think we're going to go ahead and complete that line before we work on anything else, guys. Yeah, let's go and complete this line. There's just so much great things that we're going to get from here, guys. It's going to be really good. So, I mean, like already we're looking at getting 6 civilian factories. And this is going to grant us 4 more, and then the military factories in all of those locations. 2 military factories. Yeah, that's significant. All right. So I thought we had 1 right there. Not yet. Let's go and attack over this way, and attack here as well. Should be able to get the fast win there. And there we go. All right. So they've capitulated. Got all their goodies. So some people talked about perhaps puppeting them or like puppeting a part of them. I don't think that we're going to do that with the Belgians. Maybe we'll do something. We're definitely going to be. We're not going to be annexing everybody, guys. We will be doing some puppeting. I think that's going to be necessary. I don't know that annexing is the most efficient thing to do in every circumstance anymore, like it used to be, because of the new compliance and resistance system. You got to have those garrisons there, even if you've gotten the peace treaty, so it can be very costly in manpower and equipment. But in this case, we are going to annex them here in Belgium. I want full control of the territory. So we're going to annex them there, and I think we'll annex here as well because, again, we already have territory here. This extends French territory in Africa. Oh, there it is, right there. All right. I guess we could have just did take all states. All right, so let's go ahead and enter turn. End the peace treaty. Should have just did that from the beginning. And then we have got a bunch of equipment from that. We got this. What's this? The provisional government, after a long and concerted effort to improve cooperation and compliance between our occupation forces and local civilian authorities, we are now ready to put control of Burundi back into the hands of local government. This new government is made up of sympathetic civilians and is ready to closely coordinate with us. Okay, so that would create a collaboration government. But we're not going to do that. They're not ready yet, is what I say. All right, so we want to go ahead and take a look before we do anything else here. Let's take a look at how we have this set. We can look at like compliance, how much this is costing us as far as our our Marangos. And also the Marangos, we need to make a couple adjustments to them with our army experience that I don't know if we should do that first. I want to remove the recon detachment, and then I wanted to give them some MPs. We could just remove the recon now, but that would take 10 experience. I don't think that's I don't know if that's going to be worth it, just the 10 support equipment for the 10 experience, when we could just get MPs, and then it only takes 10 experience. So I think we'll get MPs, and then that's how we'll do that. So that's right. I was looking at something. Let's go and take a look here at our new territory here in Belgium and see if what we want to keep this as. So the default is civilian oversight, which is what we have set up here. And that's if we want to get compliance. And you know what? I kind of feel like that's what we should keep it on for the Belgians. We could, of course, focus on something else, but I really just want to get compliance here. Could do like the local police force, but that actually reduces daily compliance. Just about everything reduces daily compliance. So this is really not something that I see us doing here in our borders, especially as I think having the compliance up here would be helpful. So we will keep civilian oversight for them. And then I want to see what's going on here. Okay, you click on it and the zooms do it nice. So yeah, they have a pretty high compliance already. That's interesting. And yeah, so that's how we got the ability to create the collaboration government if we so desired. We got that event about it. That liberates them. Can you do it from here if you so wanted to? If you wanted to I would assume that there's a way to do that. To do the collaboration government. Maybe it's a decision, perhaps? Like, you know, you get the event. Is there any way to do it afterwards if you wanted to? But I assume the collaboration government has some advantages, right? I don't know what it would be exactly. I'd love to know your guys' opinion on what you guys think between directly controlling territory and doing the collaboration government. I guess it could be a pretty good thing, perhaps. I don't know. I didn't do it because I didn't know, and I didn't want to like jump the gun on it. You'd think it'd be somewhere where you'd be able to do it, to do the collaboration government. Here it is, right here. That's right. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could create it. But yeah, what is it? What exactly does it do? I think it creates like its own separate country, which would then be like a puppet underneath you. But how is that more advantageous than keeping it under you? I wonder. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't have to garrison it, but if the compliance is already high, you'd assume you don't have to garrison that much anyways. I don't know. But anyway, we won that war. I meant to look at the casualties before we won it, but I don't think we lost much. Maybe 2,000 at most. We had already won up to here. When I looked at it, it was like 700 something casualties, so we didn't take many casualties. This is the point. So now this will allow us to build up here, but we need to conquer Luxembourg next. Although I don't think we do not have the ability to declare war on them. We'd have to justify a war goal on them. Which would take some time, 175 days. I would like to do it although maybe Germany won't declare war on them, but man, I don't want to have to build fortifications all along here. I'd like to just build a fortified 2 provinces and save us a little bit of space there. So I think the next target of our aggression, I don't know, there's two different ways we can go. We could leave the Dutch alone so that we can just fortify right here, but then if the Germans attack the Dutch, which they might, what is this? We should probably let's see what they're doing right now. So they're doing support the Baltic. Okay. And that would lead them down here to support the Finns. Okay. So they're really focusing on the, anti-communist route right now. So yeah, the options would be to just focus on defense right here and trying to defend as few provinces as possible and leave the Dutch alone, but that does leave the opportunity for them to then join somebody else. There's also the opportunity perhaps to try and get them to a faction. There's that, but we do have that focus for getting compliance here, which would be super helpful. So we could also attack them, which would then allow us to expand into the Dutch East Indies here, but that would require us to send like a ton of troops into Indochina so we can do some naval invasions here. But might be a good idea to do that since we're not part of a faction or anything. So yeah, I think we'll go and prepare for something like that. We might not do it, but at the very least we'll go ahead and start acting like we're gonna do it. Go and set that up. And then with these guys here, this is not permanent. Obviously, this is not a good division for defense, or a good army for defense. But we're just going to put them here for right now, because again, nothing really matters honestly at this point until we're about to go to war with somebody. We do have dockyards, or 1 dockyard, so let's go and get this assigned. Get more submarines, I suppose, and see if we have anything done training here. We do not. Just the submarines, which we want to keep training. Alright, so those guys will move, and I think that's all we need to... Oh, spies. The spies. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these guys reassigned. Could start working on building an intel network in the Netherlands. I think that's how we'll start. And then we can also build a network here against the Germans. But let's focus on the Dutch. Let's put both of them in there and get that up as high as possible. And do they keep getting experience after level 2? It feels like they only go to level 2. And then after that, yeah, level 2 is max. And then after that, they just get the traits. So they're either trained or they're a recruit. And he's at skill 1, 74% to level 2, so he's getting there. We're training him up. Alright, so I think we're ready to let this play on speed 5 again. A little quick war we had there. We do have a decision available to create the collaboration government here. But I don't know where that's at. Here it is. Which we, again, I'm not sure we want to do that, man. I just wonder, like, what's the benefit? I guess we could just test it here. Suppose we could test it here and see what it does. I mean, it's just one little area that, yeah, you know what? Let's test it, so we'll know for the future. And so you guys will know if you're watching this for knowledge, because I'm curious too. So let's try it out. It does create a separate country that's the same color as you to, and they said this in developer diary, it's the same color as you to indicate the fact that they're so close to your country. So they have the same color, so that's kind of nice. So you can still paint the color, you paint your color all around the map if you wanted to. Well, yeah, they're on separate little country here, and you can see here. Okay, so what we want to do is take a look at our subjects and see like what the benefits of the collaboration government are. They cannot declare war, cannot decline, control over deployed units goes right to the overlord. Can create collaboration, they can't do that. Can't be spy master. Contributes operatives to spy master, yes. Oh, okay, because if well, I'll show that here in a minute. I'm getting distracted. And then of course we have all the bonuses there where you get like most of their civilian and military industry and their all the resources and stuff. So typical stuff for a puppet of some sort. And we can annex them, of course. And the next would move them to the normal integrated puppet. So it's like a new ranking that's even below integrated puppet, in between integrated puppet and annexation. Okay, it's interesting. But the one that interests me the most, the fact that it contributes to the spy master. Oh no, they don't. It's got a check. I'm an idiot. It's got a big red check. So they don't contribute to the spy master. So that's a shame, because subjects don't contribute to it. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, maybe that's the one advantage of it there, is that they contribute to the spy master, but they don't. For every 2 countries that aren't subjects, you get 1 extra operative that are in your faction, of course, and you got to be spy master, so it doesn't affect us. But we're going to close this thing here because this is massive. We're just going to close that up. We have a decision available, military parade. So we probably don't need to do any of that. Is that in foreign influence? I think it was. This tab is huge now. We don't need to do this. This course just something we've had before. That'll move them towards non-aligned. But again, it's not necessary. And I also forgot I wanted to close this since it's such a large tab there. All right. So yeah, we could declare war on the Dutch next. And we're going to build up the spy network, so maybe we could do a few things beforehand if we were to declare war on them. But we need to move troops. We would need to move some here because I'd want to do invasions. So we need to move troops to Indochina any damn way, so we should probably do that. We have a few divisions here. Let's go ahead and start moving some divisions to Indochina, guys. I know that these are just reserve divisions, but that's okay. Move these guys here. Even some reserve divisions would be helpful there. We're going to want colonial divisions there any damn way. So let's go to move like 2 of these here. Oops. See how many we got there. We got 1 there. That's probably enough for North Africa, and plus it's closer, so we can always move troops there easily. And damn it, I thought they were in a port. Who's not in a port? Damn it, they're in a port. They're both in a. Oh, they're not in a port. Shh. Okay. My bad, guys. I don't even know why I had them assigned there. I think it's a victory point, perhaps. There we go. Now they'll go over there. All right, let's try and make some progress here. Kind of flying through the time just a little bit. and take a look at how our equipment's doing. We did get all that equipment from them, so that is super helpful. That'll allow us to build some more units. So we want more tank units if we can get them, and we can. So let's get them, man. All right, more tank units, more Imperial Guards. Could get a couple more Foreign Legion as well, though we do need to make changes to them. We need to make changes to everybody, though. So we should probably take a look, see who needs it most. These guys don't even have artillery yet, so that's kind of a big deal. We should probably get them that. Let me see how the Lancers are looking. Obviously, we need to get them a bunch of stuff, too. Frankly, there's so much stuff we got to do here, guys, with the experience. So this is what we'll do. We'll start with the Imperial Guard and go ahead and give them artillery, because, yeah, they need that bad. And could go ahead and remove this here. That would still be the same amount of experience. Yeah, and then we'll be doing another one. I suppose we could do that now. And start getting these guys ready for to be our 20 wit division designs. Alright, that'll be 10 experience here. That'll leave a little bit left, not much. So the 20 wit division design for the Imperial Guard is essentially done, with the exception of getting them stuff here for the support companies. So that's done. Let's take a look at our Lancers. We could go ahead and finish them up over here by getting them the next light self-propelled artillery. I think that's how we'll do it. Though we could also wait and get them something here. But we'll go ahead and get them light self-propelled artillery just because it's 5 experience. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we know that that's going to result in some shortages. The light self-propelled artillery. Artillery is really short now too because of that. Infantry equipment's now stacked. It looks like the Belgians had built up quite a bit of it. So we'll go ahead and pull back on the infantry equipment a bit. And then also, I'm curious how much we're going to be losing equipment-wise from... Let me see, do we still need to build support equipment? Let's let it play for just a second. Looks like we don't need as much. Going towards support equipment now. So let's just go down to... We still got to make a lot of changes, though, so we are going to want to stockpile that a bit. And we're going to want to put into artillery, since that is really, really short. And then light self-propelled artillery as well. Any factories we get built will go into that. And then we're going to want to pull our planes out of the sky, too. There's no reason to have these flying overhead anymore. And these guys can train up. All right. Excellent. And that should help with the fuel issues as well. All right, so let me see if we have any ships training here that need to be pulled out. No, but we do need to put a destroyer into here, into our training fleet. Just keep on building up that naval experience. And I think we might go ahead and do send the attache whenever we get the political power to do so. New Zealand declared independence. Remember, we did send them that route, so not exactly unexpected. Canada declared independence as well. Now that was unexpected, because we did have them go the Canadian route, but that did result in them declaring independence, and they're guaranteed by the United States too. I wonder if we'll still see conflict between them, even though they're communist. All right, so they're actually repairing this. We don't want them to do that. That's a waste of our production. So let me just see where we're at as far as dockyards and military factories go. More military factories. Got to make up for these efficiencies, man. You just so damn inefficient. So let's build several more. All right, so that's good. And now this is a new change where I guess we'll do one more right there. When you add these, they automatically go above anything that's repairing. You can still, of course, change it yourself, but this is so great. I hated how it added to the bottom, then you had to tick them up. So you had the choice to either let them go to the bottom or let them go to the top. That was your choices. But yeah, that's a great change. It was such a pain in the butt managing that. These guys are done. Let's put them over here. So just a lot of good quality of life changes. South Africa has declared independence. So the British are not as powerful as they once were. They don't have their dominions. But I don't know what we're going to do about Luxembourg yet. I haven't decided. I kind of want to conquer them. I don't like them having a little patch here. This would take 180 days, though. It'd take a while. But yeah, I'd like to get them conquered. We should start building up our fortifications as well. I forgot about that. We need to get forts here. We'll go up to like a level 5 fort right there for now. We might get that a little bit higher eventually, but let's start with the forts, make sure we have that there. We also need to get forts up along the Italian line too. That's something to consider as well. We don't even know what they're working on. We do have the mountains there at the very least, though. But yeah, I'm kind of considering conquering Luxembourg. I have one division. It'd be a quick conquest. It would could result in them joining a faction, though, so there's always that to consider. But the Americans aren't going to be able to do it. You know, let's go ahead and get use the political power, and we're going to try and conquer them. This is a conquest campaign. We are going to conquer everything that we can. Could, of course, get some divisions assigned to this, and we will. Let's just get... Oh, these guys need to train up here. All right, we'll go ahead and just shift-click them for now, I suppose. And I suppose what we could do is go ahead and have... I mean, we could just have them attack this way. I mean, we want them to have the planning bonus. Let's take as few as casualties as possible. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of that for now. And then have them planning to go attack over there. Real quick attack. Alright. So we got our artillery done. So we'll have to go ahead and start building that. What else do we need to get? We are about to enter 1940. So we'll want to get the 1940 tech there. Could get it now. We do have everything here already, so that's good to see. We still need to get... We don't have the planes yet for that carrier. We only have the naval bomber ones. So we could start building those. I suppose we should. We'll build those up. But we don't have the fighter ones yet, so that's a problem. But I don't want to get them because I'm just going to wait till we get this here. Because, yeah, obviously we can get a new one with the better bonuses here. And we're pretty close to being able to get it. And we're not going to be able to get the research bonuses anytime soon from them. Those will have to be used for 1944 ones, just because we're focusing on other national focuses right now. So yeah, I guess we can go and start on 1940 techs, unless there's something else that I see here. We need to get anti-air in our units still. Right now we don't have them there, so no point on taking them up. MPs, that's right, I was going to get this. We should get that. Let's get MPs. We do have the outdated artillery. Let's go and get that building. Make sure that we're good on resources. Now we're still trading for oil with the Americans. Let's see if we tick that down a bit, what happens. That's fine, they'll give us a new factory. India declares independence as well, but they are all going communist. So they still might end up... Oh, there we go. So, remember, Yugoslavia is in the Comintern. So the Italians have just declared war on the Comintern. So yeah, this is the Comintern, guys. And... really, they only have to interact with the Soviets for the most part. I mean, the Chinese might send troops all the way over here, but again, they'd have to send them by port and into Yugoslavia. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. It's really hard to say. Why are we being called to arms? Did I have them guaranteed? I might have. We might have had them guaranteed. Could quickly conquer Italy, but we're not really prepared for that yet. Could just leave this here and not do it. I think we have like 30 days or something like that. I should have left that up there. Yeah, probably should have. Let me just see who's all at war with them. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, guys. But what I think we might end up doing is taking advantage of this opportunity to get a free war here to conquer the Italians. I wasn't planning on it. So we'll just have to like set that to the side and bring troops over here. But I don't want the Soviets in Italy and the communists in Italy. That's not good. So yeah, we might go ahead and get this ready. I'll just keep this here for as long as we can. I think you have... Good God, I wish I knew how long this lasts. But because I pulled it up, we don't know. So that's a shame. Let's go and get this army coming down here. We have the Green Army here, but we're going to send the whole army here. We'll keep those guys there for the attack on Luxembourg. I assume they'll then join the Italian faction, which we're fine with. So then send the Blue Army over here. Give them an order. Get the Green Army and give them a general. Probably a more defensive-minded general. If we have any. Oh, we actually can give them a mountain general. So we can also delete this line here for now. It's going to take them a little time to get over there. Hopefully they get there soon. We'll quickly bring those troops over there. Our planes, we're going to move these as well. Get them closer. Help us out. And stop them from training for now. I'm going to get them moving over to there. What else do we need to do in preparation for this? Move our spies. Or at least one spy. Looks like one of them already moved. Oh, okay, I replaced them here. Okay, that's fine. We could go ahead and have our better spy over here. Could move multiple spies over here. It is Italy. Maybe we should just go and move all of them over there. Yeah, I think we should probably focus everybody over here. And just try and get a spy network set up here. And so it's the 18th of November. I don't remember how long you have here. At least 30 days, though. So we'll wait until, like, early December to declare war, get our troops over there. And yeah, we're going to take advantage of this opportunity. I was going to declare war on them anyways, but I wasn't going to do so yet because I didn't feel like we were ready. But if they're distracted on another front, and then, of course, you got the Soviets that are going to be coming in here. And now the problem is going to be our Navy. We're not going to be able to defeat the Italian Navy by ourselves. So let's go and get our fleet, stop them from training here. Just go and stop the training, and then we're going to want to get them all moving to the Mediterranean, and I'm going to set them all up when they're there. So yeah, we're going to want to get everybody moving over there. Just move them over to here for now. And these guys too. Where are they at? Let's move them over here. Oh, well, no, we don't want to do that. Move over there with the task force. So we'll get those guys all set up. Let's see if there's anything else I need to do here. I think that's everything. I think we're good to go. Alright, so let's go and let this play. We don't want it to go too fast, so we don't want to miss our opportunity here. We will decline, and most importantly, we lose 20% stability. So if I feel like we have to, I didn't realize we had a guarantee on the Yugoslavians. That's a problem. Probably should take a look at who all we have guarantees on. This would be good to know. We're currently guaranteeing Romania and Yugoslavia. We should get rid of our guarantee here. Let's revoke the guarantee. I don't want to guarantee them. I wish I would have checked that beforehand. But this does give us an advantage. Again, since we were guaranteeing them, that was a good thing. I didn't realize we were doing it, but we'll profit from it, so it's not bad. Not bad, guys. And we'll just do these wars simultaneously. Again, the advantage of that, we don't have to worry about Luxembourg joining any other faction, because they'll join... Well, they can't join the Italians, because the Italians don't have a faction. Never mind. We got fuel refining. So let's go ahead and get... Oh, we're done here. Yep. We're completely done, so we could start working on that 1940 tech right there. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. I mean, well, we're pretty far. We're still a good over a month away. Yeah, I don't think that would be wise. Could get the mountain infantry bonus. Yeah, we're about to fight with them as well. That makes sense. So let's go and get that. And their soft attack and organization up. We do have all these mountain troops over here. I did send a couple here. I sent one division there. We'll keep those along the French border, or excuse me, the Spanish border. Even though I don't expect we'll be at war with them. Although I really almost want to take advantage of that civil war, man. I'm just kind of worried that it's going to cause problems because of the mechanics that works there. I wish we had did the decipher here now. That'd be super helpful to have. Look, they pulled all their divisions off. They don't even expect it at all. So we're just going to be able to push in here. Alright, this is beautiful. We need to get that organization up. Soon, guys. Very soon. Of course, Mexico is expanding there. World tension is very high, so this is going to be problematic. Quite problematic, guys. Alright, so we can go and speed this up just a little bit. We got all our planes here, or excuse me, we got our planes here, we got our troops here. They're getting their organization up, getting their planning bonuses up. There's nobody here to stop us, means we'll be able to race right through. And then we need to get the fleets tasked to doing different things here. So, are they all still moving? What did oh. Why do not have access to here? Oh, because it's contested. So that means only the submarines can go through there. I did not realize that. So that's a shame. Because the British gave it up. So that's a problem. Alright, so that results in our ships taking forever to go around. Oh no. How long would it take them to get there? I'm pretty sure we can see that. I just gotta remember how. You gotta hover over something to see exactly how long it's gonna take them to get there. Just trying to see here. Maybe if you hover over here. And 0 hour, that's how long they get to the next location. I'm trying to see their total location, how long it takes them to get there. I know you can see it somehow. 0 hours, yeah, that's not going to tell us. Yeah, there's some way to see, man, how long it takes for them to get to the location. The episode's going a little bit long here. How far away are these guys? These ones are almost here. So, I mean, it's just too far, man. I would like to have our fleet engage the Italian one, but I don't even know if we'd be able to win. It's questionable because they do have a larger fleet than us, so that's something to consider. And yeah, we're never going to gain access to here. All right. Yeah, we'll just let them keep going. Even when we don't have them, we won't be able to do it. That's fine. I'll sign the submarines off camera because this episode's already gotten kind of long, guys. I'm just trying to get this done here. Again, we're going to do it here in December 1st. Just trying to get planning bonuses up. I mean, we don't really need it. Get an organization. But I decided on December 1st, that's when we're going. Except, all right, so we are now at war with the Italians. They have nobody else in their faction. We won't be doing naval invasions or anything like that. We're just going to push into their territory, guys. So we do have a military factory done constructing. Probably going to have to put it towards artillery. I think that's what we need the most, right? Yeah, we're pretty short on artillery. So let's go and put it towards artillery for right now. And we are ready to start pushing in. So in between episodes here, I am going to go ahead and set up our submarine fleets to start our submarine task force to go ahead and start doing, and we'll get admirals set up. I'm going to do all that, guys, off camera just because it's kind of time consuming. And I don't want to spend, limited episode time doing it. So I'll get all that set up off camera. And we'll get the submarines doing convoy raiding. We're going to sink so many Italian troops. We already have troops here to invade into their territory here. We should go and set up an army, though, here. So we want to go ahead and do that and start pushing into all their African territory. We do not connect here, so we can't attack that way. So that's not an option. But we can go ahead and conquer all Libya. So we'll conquer that. Again, I don't think we'll do naval invasions. Probably not. It'll take us a while to gain control of the seas anyway. I bet the war will end up being over by then. So we won't worry about that. We're just going to conquer move into North Italy and, probably they'll start pulling troops here and we'll stop them right here and set up a nice defense in a good strong territory with mountains and rivers as all their troops are up here on the borders there, and then we'll push towards their capital and get the rest of Italy conquered while they're distracted. We're going to move very, very quick. We have some fast divisions to do that. Kind of wish I had this army here to do it. These are all tanks. We don't really have any tanks down here. We do have the motorized, so they'll push forward. We'll use their speed. And then Luxembourg will declare war as soon as this is done, which is in May 1940. We could pull a couple tanks off. This is more troops than is necessary, so we could just take a couple tanks and move them over to here, put them under the Green Army or something. Maybe we'll do that, just so we have a couple tanks here. We'll keep the ships moving over here, although I'm hesitant to do so. I mean, they're already coming, so I guess we will. But yeah, it's going to be a problem because we won't be able to get back through here, so then they got to go all the way around Africa just to get them back over here. Maybe we'll just keep them here for a little while. I don't know. I should have set up the fleets already beforehand, but I didn't, so it's a shame. But we'll do that next episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed this one, as we got the Belgians conquered and we declared war on the Italians to protect the Yugoslavians. So this will allow us to gain some territory, more territory in Italy. I think we'll annex here, and then maybe we'll create a puppet in Italy. I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' input on how much we should annex here and how much we should puppet. I think you got to have like at least a Kingdom of Italy in northern Italy, right? But maybe we'll take some of their territory down here. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet. We'll decide as we once we actually get to that point. So far things are happening pretty quick, guys. Pretty quick. You can see that the Germans are all up on the border here. We need to get these forts built up. I don't know what they're doing. Danzig for guarantees. So this results in if the Polish agree, then it results in Poland giving up the territory, which I would assume they would. I don't know though, because they're going fascist. It's hard to say. So if they give this up, then that just connects the German territory here. So I would assume they would. We'll have to see what happens there, and that's going to make the Germans even more powerful. We'll just have to see what route they go after that. Just kind of scroll around and see what everybody's working on. What we can see, they're doing decolonization. So I don't know if that will free everybody, pull them all out of the faction. Oh, I think they will pull. I see that Jordan leaves the Allies. 50% chance that Jordan leaves the Allies. Maybe. Yeah, and then Pakistan might leave the Allies. All right, it'll be interesting to see who all stays in the Commonwealth, who stays in the Allies. But that's going to free up some possibilities for expansion in Africa, as well as in Asia. All these previously, British territories kind of free us up to do different things there, which should be fun. We need to get more troops sent to Indonesia as well, to Indochina, so that we can invade Indonesia. I would assume when we attack the Dutch, if that's what we end up doing. A lot of possibilities right now, guys. We'll talk about it in the next episode. This one's long enough. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next one. And thanks for watching, guys.